Hello, everybody. We're glad that you've joined us today. My name is James, and I serve here at Ransom Life. And we're coming to you live from our home offices that we have set up. That explains the cute pictures in the background. I'm in my son's nursery. You got to do what you got to do in COVID season. So we're excited to be here with you today. And like I said, we're with Ransom Life, and we're a healing community for sexually exploited youth. And our vision is to see every exploited youth redeemed and restored. And so I have here with me today Sarassa, who is our operations director, and Erica, who is our lead program counselor. And we want to share with you a little bit about how Ransom Life got started and what healing looks like for the youth that we work with. And so, Sarassa, you've been with the organization since early on. Can you share with us how Ransom Life got started?
Sure. So Ransom Life officially formed in 2015, and it formed out of a need of a family here in San Antonio. Their 14-year-old daughter was sexually exploited, was trafficked, and really at the time there was no services for her. There was nothing in San Antonio. Sex trafficking was just beginning to be talked about. People were realizing it was a problem here in the United States and not just an international problem. And so her mother, who is one of our co-founders, got with her counselor and decided that something had to be done about this, and that there was other youth like her that had been trafficked and that needed services. And so that's how Ransom Life was birthed. We originally started with a mentoring program with trained women to walk alongside these girls and really just support them in whatever that looks like. And so we've grown since then a lot. We still have our mentor program, which is just the cornerstone of where Ransom Life was founded. We've grown into a counseling program, which has been really successful. And then we also have a community engagement team that speaks to thousands of people, educating them on the red flags and really just what sex trafficking looks like, and bringing more awareness to the community so that everyone is aware and can spot it and hopefully save more lives.
That's great. And who is it that Ransom Life serves?
Yes, so that's a great question that we get a lot. So we currently serve youth. 11 to 18 is typically the age range. And we work with survivors that have been trafficked, that have been sexually exploited, but we also work with those that are considered high risk due to either previous sexual abuse or they're running away from home. They're just at a higher risk than the typical population. So we work with them also. And currently we're working with boys and girls for our counseling. And then our mentoring right now is just working with girls.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Sarassa. Now going to you, Erica. Can you explain to us a little bit about what a typical counseling session looks like for the survivors that you work with?
Sure. So counseling typically looks one of two ways. Some of our clients come in and they're resistant to the counseling process. They're angry. They're not wanting to be there. Oftentimes they kind of put this wall up where they don't want to talk. They feel like they don't really need counseling. These clients sometimes don't really fully understand the severity of the situation that they have been put in. And whereas other clients come in and they're very open, they're ready to talk, they're motivated for healing. Some of these clients you might see where they just start talking so quickly, where they're really just trying to get everything out that they've been feeling and thinking, and they're finally able to unload that. And they do that in a safe place. And so in our counseling sessions, we really try to create that safe environment for them, letting them know that this is a judge-free zone, that they are safe to share whatever it is that is on their heart and on their mind. And through that experience, we're just really doing a lot of validating and normalizing of their feelings, letting them know that their feelings do matter.
Good. And what does healing look like?
So healing is going to look a little different for each client. What youth have gone through is trauma to their soul when they've been sexually exploited. And so what we do is individualized treatment plans. So what that is we really let the client take the driver's seat in their session. So they're really the ones that get to decide, what do they want to work on? What do they feel like they need? What is it that they want to get out of their counseling experience? And so with those individualized treatment plans, their success is going to look a little different. So some client success might be not turning to drugs, or maybe going a whole day without arguing with their parent or a sibling. Others might be ending a toxic relationship that they've been trying to end for a really long time, or effectively using coping skills for a trauma trigger. So oftentimes in counseling, I educate my clients that healing takes its own time, and it's really up to that client and where they're at. And so with that, I kind of use the stepping stone analogy with them, where if they imagine that there's a creek and there's stepping stones along that creek, that as they step out into that journey of coming into the counseling session, that they're going to have their good days where they're jumping up on that stone. And then they're going to have their not so good days where they're maybe jumping down on that stone. But remembering that they're always stepping on that next stone, they're not going backwards. They're always stepping forwards, and they're going to have their highs and their lows. And that's a normal part of their healing journey. And just to really understand and embrace that and give themselves patience to heal.
That's good. And I've heard you mention relationships a couple of times. Why is it so important to talk about relationships in counseling?
So relationships at Ransom Life, we really feel that God has created us to be in community with one another. And unfortunately, for youth who have been sexually exploited, the abuser can create a trauma bond. And so what these trauma bonds are is an unhealthy connection in this relationship where it's very conditional and very manipulative. And so in counseling, we really just go to that source of that basic line of what does a healthy relationship look like? What does unconditional versus conditional look like? And letting them gain confidence within themselves to start recognizing it and recognizing it sooner on in that relationship so they can get out of those unhealthy relationships. And through that and through that trusting relationship that they are building, they're able to recognize that not everybody is bad, not everybody is evil, not everyone has manipulative tendencies, and that there are good people out there to support them and be in their life. So just really educating on that and empowering them on those relationship choices.
That's awesome. All right. Thank you, Erica. Now going back to you, Sarassa, with your experience as a mentor, how does mentoring help with the survivor's healing?
Yeah, so like Erica mentioned, really one of the biggest goals of mentoring is the relationship. So the mentors walking alongside the girl through her healing process. She's there for her to support her in her counseling because she goes through all of that trauma with the counselor. And so really the mentor is there to support her in that journey of healing. And so no matter what structure the mentor program is, no matter what activities we're doing, just even with the COVID season, we've completely had to restructure, and we haven't missed a beat at all at Ransom Life. I feel like we've probably even been more impactful and successful just being able to reach these clients in just new ways, and using technology that they're already on. So that's been fun. But no matter what the structure is, the relationship is always the goal. And our hope is to build hopefully lifelong relationships with these clients so that they can realize that they can trust people again and kind of bring hope back to humanity for them that they've lost.
That's good. So good. The relationship is the goal. I love that. And Sarassa and Erica, thank you for sharing that with us. And to everybody that's watching, thank you again for joining us. And before we sign out, I'd like to share with you a few ways that you can join us on our journey. So option number one, you can make a donation to Ransom Life, whether it be a one-time gift or a monthly donation. Every dollar that comes in helps us to be able to grow our programs, and it allows us to serve more survivors. And it also helps us on the prevention end as we work to educate our community. And option number two is you can donate your time by volunteering with us. So whether it be as a mentor or a presenter or on any of our other teams, we greatly appreciate all those that are willing to invest their time to this cause. And we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and we wouldn't be able to serve and reach as many people as we do if it wasn't for our volunteer teams. So check out our website for more information on that. And option number three is you could join us by spreading the word. And so everything that we've covered today, it's only a small glimpse of what we do and what sex trafficking looks like and what healing looks like. So every week we have free online webinars that we make available to the public for free with more information as we make an effort to educate our community. And I'd like for you to consider sharing and inviting people to view our webinars so that together we can bring awareness of the evil that is sex trafficking and to help keep our youth safe. And also, if you'd like, you can fill out a speaker request form that's on our website if you want to request a private presentation for whatever group you may be involved in, whether it be a family group or a youth group, a church group, a small group, a work group, a HOA group, whatever the case may be, we'd be happy to work with you to getting that information out there and creating a private presentation for whoever. And that's all we have for you today. So for more information, you can check out the website or you can message us. You can leave a comment in the comment section. We'd be happy to get back with you and answer whatever questions you might have. So thank you for making a difference. Thank you for being here with us. And from all of us at Ransom Life, we want to say goodbye. So thank you.
Thank you.